Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, thank you for joining me today. I've got a fun little project. I wanted to make some St. Patrick's Day cards, and I'm using a cool technique. And what it is I've taken a napkin, pulled all the plies apart, and then I've attached it to this cardstock with plastic wrap. And it's super simple. I've got it attached mostly, but I wanted to finish showing you. And I'm just going to take my little Cricut Mini, and I'm just going to basically press it just as if I was ironing something. I'd already brought it up to temp, so the lights tell me it's up to temp. And this is a super cool technique. You can get all kinds of vibrant prints on napkins anymore. And it's just kind of a fun technique. And it feels almost like a cloth. So I'm going to do this side. And there's a piece of the saran wrap, plastic wrap. And you can kind of see it there. See where it went over just a little bit? It's a little shiny right there. Well, I'm just going to stay on the white. And I'm just heating both sides just to get it to adhere really well. Now, one thing I did learn in this process is the color, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. We can always turn it back on if we need it. One thing that I did learn, so I have some that I've already cut out. And you'll notice how this one is so much brighter. Well, the reason is that this napkin was put on a white background, and this one was put on a dark green background. Makes a big difference. I mean, this wouldn't make me not use it, but this just looks, you know, nicer. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut. You've heard me say that a lot in this new year. So I'm going to fussy cut, and I'm just going to give it a rough cut. And actually, I'm going to use my old workhorse scissors, because this isn't for precision. This is just to make it manageable. And then I'll get them to looking like this. So just a trim around the edge. And you know what? That tells me right there I can't use these scissors, because they're going to pull up the edge. And we just got it all laid down there. So I'm dividing the distance between the two. And while this is still warm, I can just go right back in and fix that. So my press is still kind of warm. So look at there, it got it to lay it right back down. So I'll get these all cut out. The other thing I went ahead and have created is I have two Happy St. Pat's on, one on each napkin. But what I did is I did go ahead and cut some out on the computer, print some out on the computer, and then cut them out. So I'll get those mounted, get all these cut out, and then I'll come back to you. at these cute little cards. Just using things from my stash, and we had created this with that napkin technique. I cut them out. And this is alcohol ink on photo paper. Created some unique backgrounds. And then let's create one together. So here's all my little bits and bobbles of things that I've been using. First thing I want to do is we've been embossing our envelopes. That's worked really well, looks really nice. And again, all I do is slide my little embossing folder there over the edge, using my Big Shot. And the big thing, the important thing is to make sure that it's straight. If it's off a little bit, I mean, it's okay. I mean, you'll see it, but just roll it through. And look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, so that's our envelope. It's all done. And then this is a little bit lighter weight cardstock than I would normally like, so I have, there's a surprise on these also. So I've been putting this piece in just to add the weight, but then I added just a little extra surprise in there for when they open up for their message. So what I want to do is that's good. I'm not going to need this. Give us some more work room here. Opens up like that. Using my art glitter glue. Just going to put a little bead around the edge and then some in the center. The edge is the most important thing because that's what will hold it down. And flip this little piece over. Then we're going to center it in this back panel. Press it down nicely. And then I think we'll glue that down just like that. That's our Ooh La La surprise. First time I've really, let's see how that little edge wants to pop up. I can get my little tip under there, but just a dab. There you go. Got to actually come out. But this is the first time I've added any kind of little cutout or anything to the inside of an envelope or a folder, I'm sorry, inside of a card. I've noticed when I cut, some of those want to pull up. You can either go back with your mini and press it down or add just a dollop of glue. And that's actually what I'm seeing there is the edge of the cardstock. So I can just go in. That's why I like this little tip. It really comes in handy. It dries clear, so that helps. And then let's go ahead and fussy cut our little decorations. Thank goodness they're fairly big. So again, I just cut them out to get something that's manageable. So I've got all these different, and again, I'm going to make sure that I've got the same colors. I mean, you could mix and match. It would be okay. But I want it a little bit brighter because I'm going to put it on this green background. So let's put the background on first. And so again, this is just photo paper with alcohol inks dropped on there. Create a little pattern. If anybody's interested in seeing a demonstration of that, just leave it in the comments below, and I'll be happy to do one of those. I like working with alcohol inks. They're fun. You never know exactly what you're going to get. You have an idea, but it's always something new and interesting. Alright, so our card opens that way. I'm going to give it a little bit of an angle, just for interest. Okay. Then we know we want that. We're going to pop that one up. So let's see what else we've got. Let's see. Okay, we're going to glue these down. I love this little fine tip on the end of this little bottle. This holds my art glitter glue, and it just helps you not to get too much glue down. It hangs over the edge a little bit. I'll trim that. Just make sure it's stuck down good. Now this has my sentiment right on it, so that helps take out a step of work there. I'm going to just cut several of these so I get good coverage. And then for my little stem, okay. And then try to decide where I want it. It's got to look good. And we'll take care of that little edge right there. Just going to go right close to the card, and those are, I need something that'll get in there tight. Something like that. go ahead and stamp the back. All right. So now let's bling up the front a little bit. Let's see. I think I want to put them in here. And there we have it. Just a cute little, fun little St. Patrick's Day card. We just, again, used a napkin that we adhered to cardstock using plastic wrap and a heat source, which I use my mini. I printed out on the computer some little Happy St. Patrick's Day, and then I mounted it to a cardstock. Some were straight, so I did some that were straight. Let's see if I can pick it up. Straight versus this little curvy, just for interest. These are little extra pieces that I have for who knows what when. We embossed our envelopes. So there they are. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. I'll pull you in close and we'll get a close-up of these. These look pretty cute this time. I really like how they turned out.